YouTube have been pretty busy and pretty salty recently, haven't they? Monetization update policies that will apparently threaten the very existence of AI channels, and new age verification checks that will work 100% of the time, and all you need to do is give YouTube all of your privacy data, which they probably have anyway. Yeah, pretty touchy subjects. But this update is a little less controversial to the point where it's just a good update. So let's take a look, shall we? All right, creators, we find ourselves in the desktop YouTube studio. And I don't know about you, but obviously there's that elation of the 1 of 10s and then the utter depression and defeat of 10 of 10s. Let me know in the comments how you're supposed to feel about a 5 of 10. This is a brand new existential crisis of meh. Anyway, we're not actually here to look at any of that. We're going to the customization section of the desktop YouTube studio and then the home tab. And I want us to focus in on the layout section where you can put different things such as a channel trailer, your most recent videos, upcoming live streams, and so on. YouTube have added a new section here called, we find it down at the bottom, posts. Once you've added that section, this is what it's going to look like on the channel homepage of the desktop YouTube experience. Here are all of our community posts for the last few days from vidIQ. And you can see already that pictures are always more effective, especially GIFs, because there's motion that's going to catch the user's eye. And if you wanted to read into any of these or interact with them, for example, vote on a poll, you just click the button there. It will take you to the full page, and you can do what you usually would do with any interaction on a community post. And just for completeness of the experience, this is what a channel page looks like on the YouTube mobile app with the community posts at the bottom here. You can swipe through them as you would do on desktop, tap into it to read the full community post. I quite like this joke. This seems to be yet more evidence that YouTube is trying to drive the community feature into more places on the platform. Originally, you might just encounter these posts as you're scrolling through a feed, but now they may appear while you're watching shorts, and we have a fixed place now on home pages for channels, which ultimately means more discovery of them. As you may have noticed in the little demo there, I did have the community post at the very bottom of the channel page, and my instinct here is to put this section towards the top of the channel because, let's face it, it's going to be one of the most frequently updated parts of your channel, and having it near the top, maybe along with recent video uploads, shows visitors to your channel that you are active on YouTube. That is, of course, if you actually post on your community tab. We have been waxing lyrical about this for years, and I've always wondered what waxing lyrical actually means. In the YouTube studio, there are dedicated analytics just to prove how powerful community posts can be. If you go to Content in Channel Analytics and then Posts, we can see that over the last 28 days, we have reached over 2 million people with our posts with plenty of engagement and subscribers. When you think about this from a return on investment perspective, we're spending no more than 5 minutes per day on these community posts, and it provides us with a touch point with our community every single day, and we're getting millions of interactions from them versus a video which can take 10, 20, sometimes 50 hours to make, only to find that you get the dreaded 10 of 10. So this, in my opinion, is a low risk, light effort addition to your channel with the usual caveat that none of this is going to lead to overnight success. You will need to build this community over time, but it only takes 5 minutes of your day. Now, some of you eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that while we've been demoing community posts on channel pages, there's been another huge upgrade from ourselves. Yes, bit of a shameless plug here, but it is a completely free tool, and it is a real-time stats bar, which we've now integrated with full YouTube analytics. So you can look at anything about your channel from the last 28 days all the way up to your lifetime analytics and look at how quick and responsive it is, and add any of these as favorites to the real-time stats bar at the top. as well as anything that's happening right now on your channel. So do check out the description where you can download the browser extension and get this, which is my favorite tool, the real-time stats bar. So yeah, in summary, I think this is a fine little update from YouTube. It gives people another reason to visit channels to see what's going on, and it doesn't require that much work from the creator. As you may have discovered by now, I'm a strong advocate for YouTube's community features, although they don't get it perfect every single time. Recently, they released an update that caused chaos and actually reduced the discovery of your community posts. And it's this thing down here. So to learn more about why you should probably, in our opinion, not turn this feature on, watch the video over here.